Hello, welcome back. Last time I did a long and involved platform shuffling room, then immediately found another like it and just did not feel like messing with that. So I'm in a new section, 16 to 20, Sextants Ascended. All eyes on you. Whoa, that was not the rotate button. Alright, I don't need that because I have my tar transparency set like that. So hot tiles, there is a tar gate. Alright, so just remove all the tar and there are hot tiles, okay? So usual rules for stuff like this, use wall, okay, there are walls inside there too. Usual rules for stuff like this, don't cut around the walls because I can use this to, you know, it won't grow anymore on those sides. What? What am I saying? I don't know. Do it the way I'm doing it. Maybe not exactly the way I'm doing it, because this is actually not working out. Anyway, this is just tar cutting. There happen to be hot tiles around, but this is just tar cutting. Nothing more to it really than that. Hot tiles, of course. Whoa, this is weird. That's made a really strange formation there. I could get rid of that tar mother, that half of it. Oh boy. This is a mess. I think I will. Oh, well, don't do that, I guess. There's a brain here, by the way. Here, you go away. I need the other one of you, though, unfortunately. Okay, so that's reduced some things, but also put me in some danger. Ugh. I don't think I can get away with that right now. So what, I have to wait? That's annoying. I guess if I'm waiting, I have to wait like this. Ugh. There's so many of these. Oh. Can I do something different, like, say, this? I certainly can. Does it help me? It certainly doesn't. Maybe it does. It's hard to tell. Well, I'm alive, for now. There's less tar than there was, so I'll count that as a victory. Huh. Okay. I don't really have a plan for what I'm doing. I'm just kind of feeling my way through this. I think it's working. You were coming south to intercept me, but you changed your mind. Well, that little blob looks like a pain. Okay, looks better now, however I'm dead. Less dead, okay. I didn't think I'd be safe forever, and I was right. Didn't think I'd be safe forever, and I was right. Yo. So I can't stab that, is what you're saying. Got it. Ugh. How does every room in this hold manage to be just so completely exhausting? I don't know what it is, just like, something is really oppressive about this environment. Just the dizzying heights of the tower, combined with the repetitive tasks and the eye strain of the fog. There's just something about it. Combined with the fact that I can get myself completely stuck long ago and not have noticed at all. Great. So yeah, see this little guy? That can't come out of there unless I cut it differently from that. And I cut it all the way back here. Fantastic! Okay then. Was that really a trap that's necessary to have here? Like, really? Okay, I mean, hypothetically I could have seen it, but like, how much energy am I going to spend on looking at parts of the room I'm not actively interacting with, and spotting subtle things like that that are going to tell me, hey, you actually have a problem here. Ugh. Okay, I see that one more clearly, so I need to cut here, let that grow, and then cut there. Well, no, I mean, that can grow north. That's fine. Here, so I let that happen, then I get rid of this, and it's fine. Yeah. Okay, guess I'm using a different set of walls as my, you know... Alright, so that's trapped you. That's fine with me. You know what? I'll take it. So, same trap down here, by the way. Now that I know how to, now that I know to watch for it, I will. Okay. Ugh. So all of my work over here was erased. That's fine. At least I've fixed that problem down there. Ooh, this has the potential to grow back. Yeah, because if there were a stable tower here and here, then that would totally make a blob there that would be forever uncuttable. Same thing in the north, but these are clogging up the space so that it can't grow from that side. Oh boy. No, you can't turn on a hot tile. Alright, so what I've done here is not especially useful, I feel. This is awfully aggressive, what I'm doing here. Probably not going to pay off, so you know what, let's not. What? Oh, I see what happens. Okay, so all of this is definitely cuttable. All of that is definitely cuttable. Let's take out those tar mothers. No. Well, this is about to change the situation. That's still cuttable. That's not. Can I prioritize a little differently? So I know all this is cuttable. Ah, scroll is stopping that from coming my way. Alright, so I need to make sure to get this. Oh, but then that happens. Okay, Nope, that's not what I want. So, looks like this isn't going to be happening. Unless it can be, like, way quicker. Alright, so yeah, from here. I know this is all cuttable now, I think. Okay. But I can't clear this in time to do anything about you, can I? Of course not. Yuck. Actually, maybe... How's that? That looks fine. This is dangerous. But if it works, it'll be quicker. It didn't work. Well, there's no more time pressure since the thing's gone. And that was quicker anyway. Okay, so this should all be fine. Yes, I agree with you, Bethro. This is a sort of room. Alright. That's done. I found a secret passage by accident. Well, I'm over in this tower now. Gotta clear the room before I can go that way. Okay. Mud Mother. Sure. Let me guess, I gotta grow mud in all those spots. Maybe some of them can be mud babies. So what, just wait around and make sure it all can grow? However, when I step in here, the room has to be clear, so... Grow all the mud, make sure no mud babies exist, stab the mother, get in here, and then hit that? Because yeah, this is all... Well, I guess I can lure mud babies to me while I'm in here. I mean, it sounds like I just want to clear these out, let everything grow, there's no targets. Now I need to do something about that. I guess that just means... this? Or like... what? No, what do I do about that? I guess it just means I have to let it grow first now, then cut my way in there, then grow more later, something. But how am I going to get around? I guess just, like, sit here. And now that all that's there... So this exists. I think what you want at this point is for me to do something like this. Because for pressure plate purposes, I don't need anything down here. Okay, that looks completely fine, except for getting to the door. But actually, that part's fine too. Okay, I think I did it. Yeah, I didn't need as much mud as I was picturing here. Just one stable blob on each plate. Okay, I guess that was it. Huh. Alright. Well, I'm gonna regret this. Okay, evil eyes are here. Neat. Those are cool. I think I'll enjoy that room more than any of these tar stuff rooms. Might be wrong. Just because it has an element I like in it doesn't mean it's going to be a room that I like. Oh boy, it's this room again. Oh, that's a tunnel. What's different? It looks the same. This really looks identical to me. This? Well, I can take care of that. That's no problem. Oh, no, sure. That's fine. Gonna take the same strategy. Oh, interesting. When there's a light post over a pit, Bethro refuses to move over the pit before he bumps into the pole. Because he makes that noise and face instead of that one. Important gameplay nuances. To be an expert at this game, you gotta know all the stuff like that. Just in case it comes up in a puzzle. Okay, and that should be enough for you. Well, I do need one more there. Sure. Now wait, I do need regrowth still. I'm not done with that. But yeah, functionally this looks the same. This plate might not have been there earlier. Oh... Now that's a little bit more of a problem, isn't it? Two problems. Well, I mean, doesn't that just mean that this has to grow in from the other side? So like this many growths for that? Problem is I have to go through there. So then trim it back to this then? Well, but then that happens. No, I have the wrong number here. No, there's something more going on here. So yeah, that's the expansion I need, but I need to be on the other side while that's happening. What's that mean? Well, I think I know. Well, but the problem is I need to be on this side to oh, no, it's, no, that is a problem. Where do I stand? You're going to create mud babies here and here. You're going to make one there. But I need to be on this side. What? Right? Don't I? Because once I enter this, because of the force arrow, I can't get back out until the room is clear. So stepping on this conquer token needs to clear the room, so there can't be any mud babies alive. But with this layout, I can't kill anyone. I mean, okay, I guess the one other way to do it, which is probably what's going to have to end up happening, is I do this and crawl up around the mud mother to get in here to kill off the things that need to be killed there. I guess that's how it'll have to be? But how's that going to work? Awkwardly. So I already have to go in here to clear this little dude out of there. Alright, so it has to be at least that for that to be able to grow. Alright, well, this looks fine at the moment. Now I can start going in here because... oh, yeah, I can. As long as this blob survives. But I can't get in there. No, I can't go through that blob. What? So doing that does nothing for me. Huh? There's nothing I can do with having like a mud baby alive when I step here and then kill it. That doesn't really mean anything because that's just this plate. What? So you need to be in this state. You need to be in this state. So I need... and I need to be on this side. Oh. So wait, 2 states short of that is... no, but this is 1 short. I mean, okay, so the minimum amount for that is this, but these need to not be there. Oh, and you know what? I can't have these spaces clear either, because mud babies will appear there and there. Huh? So the only way to get stable tar here is to grow it from here. So this corner is the important one. That grows to there. Covers this, which does need to be covered. I can't just leave it uncovered. From in here, I really can't influence anything. This has to be dead by the time I go in there. To kill it, I need to be on the east side of this barrier, specifically. So like up here or in here. And to get here, I also need to be on the east side of that. Like getting through here involves cutting mud. I can't let it grow into a blob here and be able to sidestep there, because then a mud baby would appear there. Oh, but I could get to it maybe. Well, no, not if I'm growing stable tar there. That's impossible. Is there some way I could... no, there isn't. None of these walls are like cracked or something, right? The lighting and fog is making it awfully hard to see. Some of them are hard. Let's tap on this wall, it's going to be more durable than this wall. Hard wall just makes like this pattern continue here instead of merge into that. More useful gameplay tips. So yeah, it's just this one enigma here. That's the only problem I have. So it has to grow from stable tar exactly here. So a 2x2 blob like this is the most reasonable way to achieve that. Yeah, and there has to specifically not be stable tar here. So it has to be a 2x2 here, with also probably the rest of this here. So from this state, how do I get to this state with these dead and be thrown on the east side? I don't. That seems not possible. Okay, so how do I do this with Beether on the west then? I don't. How do I do this without weighing down all the pressure plates? I don't think I do. So after stepping here, this is the only force arrow. I can walk around. It won't mean anything. There's definitely no way back through that. You can't door walk in this version of DROD. Even if you could, it wouldn't help. Even if I killed all the things in the room, those doors wouldn't drop until I use the Conquer token. So I can't, like, toggle that early. And, well, if I could just get there. I was thinking do that and then cut some mud to make mud babies, unclear the room, get in there and do stuff. But no, I can't have the room temporarily cleared. I have to step on this. Seems pretty straightforward, with a pretty straightforward, obvious contradiction. Like, Beethro has to be on the east side, but on the west side, mud babies will appear. When mud babies appear in the west, that's a problem for Beethro. So what do I know about the prevention of mud babies? I don't have anything else I can stick in here to prevent them. They can prevent themselves. Beethro can. Beethro's sword can. Mirrors can. Powder kegs can. Any kind of movable obstacle. Other monsters. Wubbas. Can I bring a couple of pet wubbas in here and just park them here and here? Huh. If there were a pushing weapon, I could maybe, like, park a mud mother. Well, even that wouldn't help. If I put one right here, even that wouldn't help. There aren't any pushing weapons here. Huh? So what am I not seeing? Well, I guess it's worth testing some stuff here. So just stepping on this doesn't open the doors. Clearing the room, then stepping this does open the doors. What if the room had been cleared, then I spawned one of those? Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, on the turn when I step on that, there have to be no monsters in the room. Well, I mean, not necessarily for the thing I was doing, but for the doors to open, I have to have stepped on the thing. What's the name of the hold I'm playing? Tinytall Tower, that's the one. Where is it? There we go. As I saw the second sky. Okay, I'm in the T section. Why is it not above that? But also I comes after H, so it would be below. Either way, I both don't know the alphabet or how alphabetization works with the. Apparently. That's what this hold does to me. So if it's not any of those things, then this is just I mean, like, you know, at this point I'm looking for just game mechanics I don't even know. Stuff like, you know, if the room had shown green for a moment when you subsequently step on this, even if it's red, the door would open, but that's not what it is. But I mean, doing this is just seems like an impossibility. I can't... Okay, so to grow onto this plate... I need stable tar stuff specifically on this tile. One turn before. For this one, I need stable tar stuff specifically on this tile. To dodge having a mud baby appear here, this has to not be mud. To dodge having a mud baby here, none of these can be mud. Because there are obstacles here and here, the only stable, and here, the only stable spots that can be for this is this. So I have to have a 2x2 blob here. That's the only shape I can create. If mud is not already on the walls, then I can't, there's no way that I can put it on to create a situation where it's growing from somewhere other than the floor. So yeah, the only difference here is that this plate moved here. Everything else is the same. Mud, 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 mud. One turn before. Mud. So therefore, wait a minute. Well, but then there can't be one here. Yeah. So it's a problem to have anything grow in there, right? There's nothing I can do to allow mud to be here, then for it to grow, and there not to be a mud baby in there without me cutting anything. So it has to be exactly here. So 2x2 blob there, 2x2 blob there. For there to be a 2x2 blob here, it has to grow from here, right? What if it didn't? What if it grew from here? If it grew from there, you'd create stable mud there, which is a problem. Can I do it from two sides at once or something? Well, but also if it grew from here, it would create a mud baby there. Well, okay, so... yeah, I'm either going to have one here or here. Like, either way, there will be a mud baby in here. It is unavoidable to have one there. Just because of the constraints. Or to have Beethro in the west, cleaning it up, but Beethro has to be in the east, right? A mud baby can't step on the conquer token. I couldn't even convince it to walk through this path. There's no one else in the room that can do it. Okay, so this room involves a game mechanic that I've never encountered, or just some way to solve this constraint that, like, I've looked at it from every angle it seems reasonable, and I guess there's one I'm not seeing somehow? So how's that possible? Alright, hang on. So, my hard, unsolvable constraints here. Let me enumerate them one more time, because one of them must be wrong somehow. Must be stable mud here. It is absolutely required that there is stable mud in exactly this spot for this to get grown over without something growing there. Exact same situation here. There must be stable mud in exactly this spot and exactly not this spot. Right, here it's, well, it's really either of these two, but only this one can have it. So yeah, here, which means a 2x2 blob there. Here, which means a 2x2 blob there. Both of those things are impenetrable barriers for Beethro to traverse from west to east without disrupting them. One turn before those exist. This is perfectly fine. I can have stable mud in this space without anything going wrong. So growing from the north is no problem, otherwise this room would have been a problem. Oh. That had an obstacle there. Oh, that's another difference. Okay, so that just meant it couldn't overgrow. But overgrowing here means that goes in there. Okay, so one turn before there's a 2x2 blob here, and nothing here. If there'd be nothing there... then it has to grow in from here. So 2x2 blob there, grows this way, blobs out to there, but makes a mud baby here and here, which are now unreachable because I have this passage fully blocked. I can't do it from the north because the north has its own tasks. Yeah, okay. My constraints... I don't think I made any errors in evaluation, so I'm just not understanding my constraints somehow. There must be something else going on here. Because, I mean, those are rock solid. Like, there's nothing that I can see that's a way around any of those. I mean, are they? Okay, so what's the most malleable part of that? Like with mud here and here, there's no avoiding growing a mud baby here and here unless this space and this space both turn into stable mud on the same turn. So I mean, I could have something larger than this, but if I have anything larger than 2 by 2 here, that would mean another 2 by 2 here, because this space is forbidden. I can't expand to here. And this space is forbidden. I can't expand to here because this is 3 tall. No stable mud can be in any of this entire column. Cannot have any 1 turn prior to the final growth. Unless it were here, which is impossible because that's a single space. If I had a pushing weapon, and I grew this all, and I pushed one of the mud mothers here, then I could grow from that spot, but I don't. There's no pushing in this room. So that means this whole column has to be clear. That means to grow to here, you have to come from the east. That means you need a blob here. That means... I mean, and this has to be simultaneous with the blob 1 turn prior here. There is no other way for Bthro to get through. And so 2 turns prior, 2 growths prior. You'd have something here, that is just as impenetrable, and the growth from here necessarily creates mud babies here and here. Yeah, okay. So, all my constraints hold. Everything I know about this game tells me that that situation is unresolvable. So, like, if there's a secret wall in here, maybe that could somehow do something for me. If there's just some completely different way to approach this somehow, then maybe something could happen. Like, no hidden way to go through this tunnel. No way to turn off this force arrow. Yes, I'm checking for cracks because all my constraints hold perfectly. But obviously there's something going on. So yeah, it's got to be just a fundamentally different approach somehow. Like, use mud babies to hold those, and then somehow after that get in there, but you can't. They have to be held. While they're held, the room has to be free of monsters, so it can only be stable mud. Yeah. Okay, well, that's what's up with that. How annoying! Man, that is incredibly frustrating. Like, knowing that since this hold was published, this room is necessarily solvable, but I've just proven to myself that it's not. In any of the approaches that seem reasonable for me to take. And what I hate even more is I say these words, they make sense now, once I know the solution to the room, this is all going to be false. Anybody watching this who knows the solution to the room knows I'm saying something wrong here. So I'm annoying my current self and my future self and everyone else who already knows how to do this. Bye. See you next time, I guess.